Hello and welcome. So today we're going to be talking about 7 ways that you can transform your home with decor. So you don't have to rip any flooring out. We're not talking about any major renovation or even small renovation projects. We're talking about how you can transform your space with some simple changes to your decor. So let's get into it. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Claire O'Connell, otherwise known as Reno Way of Life over on Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest. My husband and I have renovated over 15 homes. We're currently renovating our forever home, and we share inspiration and tips to help you create your dream home regardless of your budget. Let's get into it. So the first thing I would suggest to you is to add an area rug. An area rug is a wonderful way to completely transform your space. And if maybe you don't like your flooring so much, it's also a great way to hide ugly flooring. You can also create a layered effect with multiple rugs to really create a luxurious feel. And if you have hardwood floors or tiles, it really does create some lovely soft luxurious feel underfoot, especially in your bedroom and your lounge room. Secondly, let's talk about mirrors. So to me, mirrors can be your best friend. So we don't always have the correct positioning of our house. There's nothing we can do other than pick it up and turn it around. We can't necessarily add new windows in, but mirrors really help to reflect light. And so adding mirrors into your home in strategic locations will help to create interest and also more light into your home. Thirdly, the most powerful way that you can create a mood and a feeling in your home for your guests and your family is through scent. So you can have the most aesthetic home, but unless it has a feeling to it, you walk into those places, you're like, oh, it's really nice, but it feels very clinical. Well, scent is a really powerful way to create that mood and to energize your space. So consider the type of mood or the type of feeling that you want to create. So are you looking to energize your space, maybe going with more citrus, fruity fragrances? Are you looking for a calm scent like your lavenders or your sandalwoods, more earthy tones? Or are you wanting sort of, something more indulgent, thinking of like butterscotch and coffee and caramel latte, those sorts of scents? So next you can rearrange your furniture. So think about furniture placement and how it flows within your house. Maybe you had the same placement for the last 15 years. Don't be afraid to move it around. Furniture is not a fixture. It doesn't need to be situated in the one location. I appreciate that you will have a TV possibly on the wall and a TV point that you need to center your lounge room around, but you could think about adding in accent chairs. You can create a different feel and a different mood and a different flow just by changing furniture. Place your furniture with purpose. So a great way of doing that, like I said, is add a rug, cement your lounge room or your living space with that rug, and then have your furniture tie around that rug. What I would suggest if you have a smaller space, try not to push all of your furniture to the wall. I see that a lot with apartments and that sort of stuff. And sometimes you can do that with a couch on a back wall opposite the TV, but then adding in some accent chairs and some other decor to really bring the space to life is important. Add some unique pieces. So this could be artwork, this could be sculptures, this could be just little pieces of decor that you've picked up at the markets, maybe you've picked up thrifting. And having unique pieces in your home will really add a lot of interest and texture, and will also ensure that you're not creating a cookie cutter home. And it's a great way to transform your space and make it feel like you've done sort of some major work without actually having done a whole lot. And it can be relatively inexpensive. Adding unique pieces as well could be tying in some upcycling pieces. Maybe you've picked up some old furniture, maybe you've picked up some old vases. There's a number of items that you can pick up at the op shop or on Marketplace that you can upcycle, and you can create some really unique pieces and an amazing feel in your home. And ensuring that it doesn't look cookie cutter is key to creating a unique home. Is to add organizational systems in your home that make sense but are also aesthetically pleasing. So think of baskets. You can have your shoes in baskets. You can have some hooks to create an area for jackets and hats, those sorts of things. So you can have your storage out on display because maybe your home isn't necessarily set up for the storage that you would like, but you can do it in a really pretty and aesthetically pleasing way. The other thing you could do is you can add jars to your pantry, you can add baskets for your food. Definitely get rid of ugly boxes and half open bits and pieces that really make the space feel disjointed, because you've got to think consistency pantry with storage allows you to draw your eye. So when we see those pantries that are really beautifully put together with jars and baskets, it's a really cost-effective and inexpensive way of creating a beautiful aesthetic space. And the reason is it's all uniformity that creates that neatness. And finally, adding lamps and accent pieces into your room. So think about reading lamps, think about how you can light your space with some really beautiful ambient lighting. You could add fairy lights in children's rooms, and you can also get those puck lights now, which don't even need to be plugged in. So it really frees up your whole space to decorate with lights and in a way that maybe you haven't before. So I hope you found this helpful. If you did, make sure to like and follow and subscribe to this channel. And I would love to share more tips with you as well. If there's anything you would like to hear or see, please share below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.